Welcome to another rendition of XGR, the #1 smash hit gaming radio show brought to you by Xpound. Because I don't think there's another radio show brought by Xpound. But joining me as usual will be Rick the Hammer and Geeky Girl.
Whoop.
And as usual, we're going to go news, what we've played this week with our thoughts, opinions and stories about that. And then the topic of the week, which the topic of the week this week is, Geeky Girl, would you like to announce it?
Banned consoles.
Banned consoles. Yay! So first up, let's do the news. Who would like to go first with the news?
I don't know.
No one?
If you want to go, I'll go. It doesn't matter, you know what I mean?
I don't mind. I was just letting one of you guys go.
Okay.
I'm trying to help you get out from underneath my shadows, to shine a little bit of light on your skin. The most egotistical way of saying, here you go, have a go. But continue, your news, Stace.
Okay.
Pew pew.
Okay. So, I have to just continue this because I have the one weird news that, well, like, he says the corner of the internet news or whatever he said. I've been doing just because I've already done 2 news on it, I thought I'd keep it up about the Red Cross's kind of fight against Call of Duty. So now what they're trying to do is the next Call of Duty game, they're trying to put a petition together that says that all the Call of Duty objectives must be things that are legal to do, and all the actions in there have to be very negatively penalized for any illegal actions. So no one will ever buy that game.
Technically, every action in that game is legal because it falls under the category of war. All is legal in war.
Apparently not to the Red Cross.
But the second thing I would say is, I didn't address that one as the corner of the internet thing. The one I addressed as that was when you were telling me possible uses, and one of them was, video games can make people gay. And I'm like, wow, you're not even looking for news now. And if you are, it's got to be in like the corner of the internet where the kids eating paste.
That was funny that it even existed. I wasn't going to bring that up as actual news. It was just seriously ironic. Like, because they were saying, like, how, like, Dragon Age and, like, Mass Effect, how you can have, like, lesbian options and stuff. But, like, are we allowing and enabling gays? Are we making more gays by this? And I'm like, oh, no. I'm like, would that be such a horrible thing, you know?
It's a me, Mario!
You know, but, like, I could stand to have more gays. It'd be cool. You know, I don't mind having a few more gay best friends. That's fine, you know? They're relatively nice people, you know? So,
hi, James.
except for James. Yeah, he's the exception. But, I don't know, I just found that was interesting.
But, no, the Red Cross thing, it's interesting what they're trying, but it seems they don't realise that most stuff in Call of Duty falls under the category of illegal because it's war.
Yeah, but the Red Cross hates everything.
Apparently.
And this is like their 3rd attempt in like trying to like, you know, really push them, you know? Okay, anyway, so...
Communist bastards.
Yeah, Red Cross.
I mean, the Red Cross communist bastards.
So... Super Mario, Super Mario 3D World, they have an official 5th character coming out. That's a hidden unlockable character. Ooh, any guesses what it is? Mole can't guess because he already knows, but character?
Daisy?
No.
I want to guess the Soup Nazi from Seinfeld.
Okay, you get 3 guesses, so 2 more.
Oh, right.
Soup
Bowser?
Nazi.
No.
Soup Nazi.
And it's
James Phoenix.
Wait, is it DLC NWO Kevin Nash?
Oh, it's not specific action figure.
Yeah.
Oh.
Not specific action figure.
That'd be hilarious. I kind of want him to be in something.
I want it to be in Smash Brothers.
Okay, anyway, it's Rosalina from Super Mario Galaxy.
Oh.
Yeah. And
I'd have Daisy.
I'd rather have Daisy too. There's no really reason
There's
for
enough
her
blondes in that game.
being in there. because she's emo Peach. So, yay, emo Peach now. She'll cry and maybe all her enemies will, do her a favor and kill her for her, I don't know, or whatever.
See, when you say emo Peach, I'm just imagining Peach, like in the Mario Galaxy thing, as a castle being taken up by Bowser, just sat there singing like some fucking My Chemical Romance song or some shit.
Well, she was telling sad stories.
Join the Black Parade.
Well, she was telling sad stories to children. I mean, she wasn't singing them, but she was, like, still telling them.
That's because it's fun to make kids cry. Nothing is funnier than a crying kid. If, and only if you know I did that.
Okay, so Richter must have all the fun, because I'm sure he, had crying kids at one time, so he must have all the
Yeah, loads of it.
Oh, Richter goes out of his way to make his kids cry. Like, he dressed up as Santa, comes downstairs with a big bag, and they're like, "Ah, Santa, you bought me presents." And he empties out, it's just dirty washing, and goes, "Nope," and walks off.
I don't have to go out of my way to make my kids cry. It just comes naturally.
I don't have to make my kids cry. Doesn't.
Yeah. Okay, so
She's in. Because we got a little off topic with kids crying. But, so she's in. Yay. Yay, emo Peach, as you call her.
Yeah. So one more piece of news that Will gave me. So Professor Layton in the Azran Legacy finally dated for North America. Woo! More Professor Layton games! Coming out 28th of February 2014, so that's gotta be fun. We got Descalay here, some like 80s dude, regular Luke. What is her name? I forget, the actual assistant Professor Layton. Emmy, that's it. Her name is Emmy. Yeah. And so that'll be interesting.
Emmy?
Emmy.
As in press the any key?
Like Emmy, as in short for like Emily or something probably. But they just...
Oh, Emmy, like the award, okay.
Yeah. Also, I find it funny that Flora, like the main character, female character in like the, first game, I dumped that shit off, you don't want her. So I found that really funny. Anyway, so that's it for my news.
Woo.
Woo. Okay, I can go next.
Okay.
My first bit of news I call 2 Wii U's, 1 president. Sony's Shuei Yoshida, one of the presidents of their divisions and stuff, during an interview with IGN and stuff, he mentioned he wants the Wii U to succeed, so much so he's bought 2 of them. And then he went on to say that Nintendo's message of "We are for gamers" was a little confusing, he said, but it felt like Nintendo's getting back into its original family-friendly approach. He stated that Sony and Nintendo are very much the same group, and that Sony needs Nintendo to be successful to satisfy players who, like PlayStation people, enjoy playing with sticks and buttons. A comment which people don't know, is that a dig at Xbox with Kinect, or is it a dig at the rise of smartphones and tablet gaming? Or both. But I just thought it was a little interesting that the Sony guys come out and just said, "Yep, you're all hyped for the PS4, the great big console that's coming out, yeah? Yeah, the Wii U you all ignored, yeah? Sony's bought 2 of them. That's how much we like that console." It kind of gives them a hilarious message, but I do like that Sony wants Nintendo to succeed. Before now, Microsoft has wanted Nintendo to succeed. Nintendo has said they want Microsoft and Sony to succeed. It's just Microsoft and Sony that don't want each other to succeed. Mainly because Nintendo ignores the others and just does its own thing. It's not hurting anyone.
But,
I like that.
If Microsoft wants Nintendo to succeed, and it actively tries, it might actually hurt them, because, you might not want Microsoft to like Nintendo. They'd probably be better off without them. They kind of need to fire their PR team.
I don't know, that Xbox's PR teams, like I said, made me want to buy an Xbox One, since all the changes and stuff, and their navigation menu and some of the other stuff that they've shown off the display does look cool. But I will say, I don't know if this is Richter's news, have you mentioned any news to do with Xbox game cases?
No.
Okay, I just wanted to throw that, because I know this is important news, but when you buy an Xbox One game, The disc is on the left side. No one seems to say anything about that one. Okay.
I'm done with them. I can't handle that.
Yeah. I'll admit, I was like, it doesn't make a damn bit of difference, but damn is it weird. But yeah, I still want the console. It's just when I saw it, I was like, that's weird.
I haven't felt this betrayed since the 3DS cases were backwards from the DS cases.
Yeah, it's weird when they do that. It's weird. But my next bit of news, I call Shadow is a Hobbit. Hi, Marcus.
Yeah.
But in development for PS4, PS3, and Xbox One, and the 360 at Monolith, the studio behind Guardians of Middle-earth, Shadow of Mordor, in the new game, cast you as a ranger whose family was slain by Sauron's enemies. Well, Sauron's armies, I should say. I misread that word. Having been killed himself, it's resurrected with wrath abilities and is ready to take on the Mordor hordes. The story involves the Ring of Powers, but seems completely separate from Lord of the Rings canon. Just saying that basically it's going to, what's that word, align? But I know Richter also had this news, so did you want to go a little bit into more about the RP elements and stuff? Because I know you like that stuff.
No, that's fine. Go for it.
Brilliant. This is what happens when I play nice.
Yep.
One is Samantha Ryan had to say this. Players will explore the dark and very personal theme of vengeance in a world where decisions have consequences, and those consequences persist even after death. The game introduces a new gameplay mechanics to the action genre, creating opportunities for immersion and customized gameplay that will be rewarding players. The most interesting one of these, however, is something called the Nemesis system, which apparently differentiates every enemy in the game according to personal strengths and weaknesses. Through the Nemesis system, enemy relationships and characters are shaped by player actions and decisions to create personal arch-enemies that remember and adapt to the other player, and are distinct to every gameplay session, claims Warner's press release. Gamers are able to craft their own battles, enemies and rewards within a dynamic world that remembers, adapts, and changes to do their courses of action, delivering a unique experience to every player during every session.
Interesting.
Your thoughts on that, Rick?
Sounds cool.
Oh.
Let's hope it's decent.
Oh, you had this news. I thought you would have been hyped up for it, because that Nemesis system sounds so awesome.
Yeah, it does. I'm just kind of excited that it's not basically set during the books, if that makes sense. It feels more akin to like KOTOR, how that was set in the universe with the backdrop, but it actually tried to be its own thing. So I'm actually excited for that.
Yeah, I like that. Hopefully it works. There was one other Lord of the Rings game, or a couple that have done something similar, but they were never good. Hopefully this one's good.
I kind of liked War in the North, though. I thought that was decent.
Fair enough. My last bit of news, my main news, I'm calling Your Soul Is Mine.
Well, that could mean anything.
It could, until I tell you the first sentence. Diablo, Reaper of Souls, PS4 exclusive features have been detailed. The PS4 version of Reapers of Souls will get a few new features in addition to spruced up 1080p visuals. Mwah! Thank you, Blizzard. That's just going to be awesome for graphic whores. Touchpad support and shorter load times. As reported by Polygon, perhaps the most exciting new addition to the PS4 version is something called Avenger Kills. Yeah? A feature in which certain monsters can kill a player, level up, hop into their friend's game, and try to kill them too, which is basically sort of like a evil chain letter from hell, which is kind of cool. Furthermore, players who acquire a legendary item from a loot drop will be given a second bonus item that can then be gifted to a friend. These gifted items will always be rare or legendary status and can only be used by the player character who opens it, so you can't spread it across multiple profiles. even though you and I are adventuring together, Berger told Polygon, I can give you something and still make it feel like we're playing together. Oh, even though we're not adventuring together. My bad. It's off the word for not. And if don't worry, for people like me that already purchased the PS3 version, don't despair. We can transfer our characters from PS3 to PS4. Yes! 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 That was all my news. Thank you.
I'd be surprised if they couldn't transfer the character. That'd be a big fuck.
That would have just been, fuck yeah!
Yeah. You think Capcom would be running it? Oops.
Oh, interesting fact. Apparently, and I don't know if it's going to affect this one, I'm tying it to this. They mentioned, like, last week or two, please don't be one of Victor's newses, but they mentioned in last week or two, a load of downloaded games from the PlayStation Network, the PlayStation 4 will read that you at least purchased them, and if the upgraded version is there, you can download the upgraded version for about $10 or so. And I said it's not just the games announced, it's going to be other ones, like downloaded titles and other titles available to download. I'm really hoping it works for Diablo 3. Says that, I'm going to go buy it.
There you go.
Hell, I don't say just give me $10. I'd say about 20, 30, maybe 20 or 30 more, because it's also an expansion pack, so I could understand paying more.
Mm.
But that was my news. Over to the board guy.
All right. First up, forgot to mention this last week, but the DLCs for Metal Gear Rising are now free, so go get those if you ever intend to play that game.
Nice.
Also, a couple times I've mentioned the Humble bundles, and they have like the Humble weekly sales. Now they've finally debuted the Humble store, so just like Steam, you can basically buy them direct from them. And they're going to have sales that are probably close, along the lines of Steam ones, and they give 10% of the sales to charity, which is nice. So it's just, if you don't want...
Look, charity, what have they done for me?
When they do something for you, it's already too late. But
yeah, when charity has to give to me, then the fact that they've finally done something is going to be the least of my worries, yeah.
Yeah, pretty much. That's kind of cool if you want an alternative to Steam. Other than that, they announced that Kingdom Under Fire 2 is going to come to PS4. Mm-hmm. It has been in development for, I believe, I want to say like 7 years or something. Sorry. Originally announced in early 2008. And it was supposed to be a game on PCs and home consoles, which is PS3 and the 360. And it's taken so long, they're just like, it's going to come out on the PS4. So, I thought that was kind of cool because I actually liked the first one. There was not really a sequel to Kingdom Under Fire, but it was like a offshoot, basically. They're basically action RPGs with RTS elements. At least the first one. So, like, you actually control your character, but you have troops around you, and you can order troops to move around and stuff. It's pretty cool.
Is that like XCOM?
Yeah. Is it like XCOM?
I'm asking my question, not saying that's like XCOM. I was wondering, because you said move some troops, and now you could do that on XCOM, like move certain people here or there.
No, you don't really tell them directly. It's somewhat similar to Overlord, if you've played that game.
I have not.
Okay.
No, I haven't. I was thinking Deathloop.
Okay. Yeah, so there's like basically, like you control one character and then some, like your type of troop follows you around, so you have like swordsmen or whatever, but there's also different groups. You have like a group of archers or mounted infantry or whatever, and you can pull up a map and give them waypoints to run, so you can basically have the like mounted archers or whatever circle around so they can shoot the group you're fighting while you're doing it, and you can order them to go, and so you're fighting. It's kind of like Dynasty Warriors, but you could actually command the troops directly, it's actually pretty fun. It's really hard.
Does that mean I can punish people? Like, okay, because you didn't defend me properly, I took this much amount of damage last time, I'm going to punish you. I'm going to make you go all the way over here across the map and then come back like you're running laps around the pitch.
You could. He'd probably die, but yeah. It's a fairly hard game. Also has some of the best terrible translations I've ever seen in a game. The Xbox one. which is awesome. But yeah, no word on when it'll actually be available. Just they've said that, oh yeah, well it's still coming. Now it's just going to be on PS4 instead of PS3. But no word if it'll be on the Xbox One yet. So
Oh, please let it be on the Xbox One with the PS.
Connect.
Just so you can use the PlayStation's voice command and the Connect one, because if it's horribly translated English, you're going to have to speak in horribly translated English.
Yes.
Move over there. Instead of saying move over, fine. Move yourself over to the place in which you are moving. So you sound like the Krang.
That's awesome. That needs to be a feature in like any game that that you have to give broken English voice commands. I'd want that. Anyway, and then my last bit of
base belong to us.
yeah, take base that belong to us. But my last bit of news that I'm surprised Stacy did not take is that the 3DS is getting a big update in December.
I gave her that one.
Did she not take it though? I didn't hear.
No, she didn't. She didn't take it. I gave her that one. She didn't. She was like, that's cool, I guess.
Okay, well, there's other stuff, but the one part I'm excited about is that it will finally, you can put your Nintendo Network ID, if you can happen to remember it, onto your 3DS. So it'll merge the accounts. Yay, finally. We're catching up to the last 10 years or so. But that's awesome. Plus, they also, in the Nintendo Direct, announced the release date for Bravely Default. And it's February 7th.
What is
And it
that?
also gets a special edition. It's a Final Fantasy game that doesn't have the Final Fantasy name.
Oh, is it just like Final Fantasy?
It's like, have you played For Heroes of Light
No.
on DS? Okay, it's a lot like that.
Okay.
Which is somewhat like Crystal Chronicles. Well, at least the art style kind of looks like Crystal Chronicles, but you get job classes, and it's awesome.
I'm actually excited for once I've played the game Richter mentioned that I screwed up. I played that. I played Final Fantasy Crystal Chronicles, or whatever it was called, on GameCube, wasn't it? And I think that was, unless it was Wii. Or I may have had a Wii and I think I may have had a Wii and bought it because I loved the cartoony style. I'm like, this is so much different to the anime, over-the-top, sex symbol-ish thing that's going on with the other Final Fantasies at the time.
Yeah. I'm
buying it and I bought it. I'm like, oh, this isn't that bad. Cool. And I logged online. Let's see what other people think. Worst Final Fantasy game ever. I'm like,
Yeah, it's a more cutesy SD art style. But it looks cool. The game's supposed to be really good. I'm excited that it's actually coming here because the 3DS is region locked, so it's not like I could play the Japanese one if I wanted to. But, yeah.
I will say to your first bit of news as well,
yeah.
I approve of them merging the account. You know, I don't have a 3DS at the moment anymore.
Yeah.
I approve of that because, I'll admit, like I've said in the past, I love the Wii U. However, it seems to me that when Nintendo gets something wrong, like some of the other consoles, when they get something wrong, they get it really, really wrong. It's like, that's something that should have been... That's like my one complaint with the Wii U at the moment is that. The lack of an account where I can put it on another system and download games and stuff.
Yeah. We're moving toward that, where you can have a account that'll keep track of your purchases instead of tying into the console, but baby steps, we'll get there.
Yeah. It's a shame PlayStation didn't do the same with videos.
Oh, yeah, true.
They did it with games, which when I got my new PS3, I was like, okay, and I can download all those films I've got. Go to downloads under films, you have nothing available. What? I found out, I asked them out, and they said, yeah, we can't give you that. What? They didn't actually go, yeah, because I would have been like, fuck you.
You called Office Space on accident.
I'm imagining them being like the new South Park episode where they're rubbing their nipples. It's like, ooh, yeah, we're
not going to be able to give you those.
Yeah.
I'll have to download them again.
Why you can't have them? Because we have them. We're enjoying all your movies.
That's literally what I imagined when I got the new PS3 when they did and they found nothing. Like, oh yeah, we can reactivate the fact you can now watch videos on your console because I wasn't allowed to because apparently it was locked to my system despite me getting rid of it. And they're like, yeah, it's going to take a few days for that to go through. Anything else? Could you make me so I can download my SingStar songs? Yeah, you can do that. Oh, cool. Yeah, but it's going to be next week by the time it goes up. And I'm like, oh. I just imagine the rubbing their nipples. I shouldn't. But I think, was that your last news?
Yes, that was.
The nipple rubbing.
Yeah, it always ends with nipple rubbing.
It does. But let's go to catch-up. Catch-up. Who would like to go first with the games they have played? Okay, then I will go first. I've played one game this week. Only one game. WWE 2K14. I had to meet microphones, so I was burping. But yeah. Basically, I didn't discuss this last week because, well, the review was coming out, but I've been playing it this week. We found, first of all, we found a hilarious glitch when I was playing with Marcus and James. Marcus found out, he said someone concertoed him with a baseball bat. And I was like, really? And I tried it, the button doesn't come up, and I pressed it, and he holds the baseball bat above his head like it's floating, like, da-da-da-da-da-da, you found baseball bat, and slams it down on their head. And I was like, wait, it didn't come up with the button thing, and Marcus was like, didn't it? Because that other guy did, and I said, no, and when I pressed it, it did it automatically. I was like, wait. He goes, what do you mean? And we literally started knocking James down, putting a chair underneath his face and just grabbing every weapon we could, from table to ring bell to stairs to ladder. And we did it with every single weapon we could pull out. You could, can ladder toe, can bell toe.
It was awesome. Now Stacy's going to go buy that game just to do that to him.
Yeah, it was hilarious. Second thing was today the NWO DLC came out. Woo! Downloaded that, and out of the DLC pack, I'm not using Big Show the Giant because I'm already using Big Show, so there was no point. Not using Macho Man and Kurt Hennig because they're dead, and I'm not using Six because he should be. I take that back. He shouldn't be dead. It's just I was never a fan of him except for his 1, 2, 3 kid era. After that, like the X-Pac one was boring. Six was more interesting than X-Pac, but still boring. And yeah, he's just no. There's a reason they called it X-Pac Heat. I will say, if anyone else wants to use him, I'm not going to say you can't. Obviously you can. But I only had space for like 5 people in my stable, and Hulk Hogan, Scott Hall, Kevin Nash, Scott Steiner, and me. I had to include myself. But that's been pretty fun. Have had some weird glitches though in Universe Mode in the news section, which has made me fucking laugh. Christian is in a feud with Batista. I made that. Ted DiBiase got involved. The next night, when they had a tag match, Christian and I think it was Heath Slater v Ted DiBiase and Batista. Then after they won, it said Christian and his tag team partner Christian successfully defeated Ted DiBiase and Ted DiBiase. I showed pictures of each character next to each other.
Whoa.
The more hilarious one is Scott Steiner came out during John Cena v Hulk Hogan for the world title. Hulk Hogan won the title. After Scott Hall did a move to Cena, and then Hulk Hogan rolls him into the ring. I did the leg drop, 1, 2, 3, no more Cena, bye-bye Cena. Yay, Hulk Hogan now owns the world title. The news section for it said, Hulk Hogan has successfully won the Scott Steiner. And I was like, what? And I clicked, and I'm looking at the news, and I'm like, what? And then the one above that says, Hulk Hogan is now the Scott Steiner champion. I'm like, what? Scott Steiner's not a prize.
I have one question about your wrestling game.
What's that?
Do you already know who's going to win before you set up the matches?
No.
Okay, I was just asking, because...
You have to make them win by playing as them, and I know I can beat the computer every time, so I almost know.
Okay. Because I was wondering, because wrestling's fake, it's pre-planned. So I was wondering if the game's actually more real wrestling than actual wrestling.
See, we know wrestling's fake, but that's like if you were to buy a Doctor Who game or a Star Trek game, does that mean it's not gonna, actually play? You're gonna know what happens? No, you're playing. You can still die and shit. It's the same with anything based on something of fiction.
Okay. Also,
Yeah.
just so you know, I don't think you were here when we discussed it, but Jim made a wrestling character that looks like me, so you can download that and have fun or whatever.
Cool.
It exists.
Yep, she exists.
That our finishing move.
It's like he made me like a ninja or something, some kind of fast punching ninja.
Cool. But yeah, so I've been having fun with Universe mode and stuff like that. It's been pretty fun. Right now, in my Universe mode, the NWO, every single champion except for the women's on one show, they're pretty much dominating. Now, Undertaker's back after I injured him, so I'm gonna play as Undertaker at WrestleMania and make him defeat me so his streak continues. I'm gonna feed myself to Taker, because I'm not Triple H, I don't have an ego. I'm perfectly happy. Like, you'll notice in my NWO, I'm the only one without a title. Because I'm okay pushing all of them, getting their momentum up, because I know I can always rebuild mine at any time. I don't give a crap. I like to create new stars.
That's cool.
Hence why in December, when the DLC comes out, Fandango will be heavily pushed as a major face that may take the title off Hulk Hogan. But yeah, that's what I've been playing this week.
That's cool. Alright.
Okay.
Oh, you'll be happy to know, Rick.
Yes.
If you go online on there to download attires, I have made Stone Cold Steve Austin in a What t-shirt.
Okay.
I just decided to make that attire because we know I don't like Austin, but I kind of liked that attire on him, so I was like, eh. I even made a John Cena attire. I don't mean the Super Cena one.
Oh.
I did make him in a Super Cena costume with the Superman cape and the S on his chest. Hilarious. That is hilarious. But I made him in his new white t-shirt that says on the front something like, what the hell's on the front now? It's like, stronger than before or something like that. And then on the back it says, you can't stop me. And it's a white t-shirt. He had it on Raw. During Raw, I was so bored, I logged off. I turned over from Raw onto the game. I just made this attire. And Marcus laughed because mine's the only version of that character in the game. Obviously, other people have made him with one, but mine's the only one that has the armband over his arm. His new armband, because I included it. But yeah. Sorry. You go, Stace.
Okay. Well, I played the Lego demo this weekend. That was fun. Lego Marvel. I really like how, I really like the writing of, all the puns of, the superheroes. That was really fun.
I love the fact, because I've played the demo, I love the fact that's not tied to the movie that just came out, based on the demo stuff and seeing the movie. Because that would have been horrible if the movie had been like the Batman one where it was just all the cutscenes. Thank God they gave us something new.
Yeah. And
Available now on Netflix.
I like how, when the Sandman's hands came out, it was like little Lego hands. That was pretty funny. It was just and it looks like they're gonna incorporate a lot of heroes because it says this only uses ice power, this one only uses fire power. So I'm like, oh, I don't have that, so that means it's gonna be in the game. That'll be.
It will be.
Yeah.
It will be. Fire powers will be like Cyclops and Human Torch.
Oh yeah.
Or Stan Lee.
Why not?
He has flaming heat vision.
Stan Lee has whatever Stan Lee wants.
Yeah, Stan Lee has all the powers. That's what's awesome.
Nom. All the powers.
Is that play that demo? If you did it in the demo, Geeky Girl, you should have, or you wouldn't have completed it. But how awesome was the transformation from Hulk to Banner to Hulk?
I loved it. It was adorable.
Where he goes, just shrinks down or bulks up. It's awesome. And it's actually in game, because when I heard they had the transformations, I was assuming it was just going to be You know, like when you swap characters, I just show him to go blink and then boom, you'll be Hulk, but no.
I like how, like, he grows, like, by body parts. Like, maybe his arms grow and then his legs grow or something like that. And then the rest
Yep.
of him. That's adorable. It's, like, so cute.
It is, I like that. And
Yeah.
Stan Lee will change the same way. And so will Green Goblin and Venom. I can't wait to use Venom.
Yeah, so I played that. That was pretty awesome. Hey, what else? What else did I play? I played Lego. That got me in the mood for the Lego Undercover. I got farther in that, so that was fun. And the writing for that is good too, and the mechanics and everything, and like it just makes me laugh. It's just really fun.
Oh, I love all the references in the Lego one. Like, I love the Shawshank Redemption stuff with the Morgan Freeman guy.
That was really funny.
It was.
And,
Available now, my review.
and then I was watching this Let's Play of Dragon Age Origins by this person, so then I got the idea, so I said, you know, I haven't played Liliana's song, or the one where you're the Darkspawn.
The
So
Darkspawn?
Yeah, so that is just
The two I played?
Okay, I'm gonna get on that. That's a whole separate thing. But, Liliana's song, that was fun. I really liked that. Like, it was cool. It was really short, unfortunately. But it was cool to see a different, like, side of Liliana. That was awesome. But, no, this Darkspawn bullshit, like, oh my god, like, I didn't, like, okay, there's things I really liked about it and things I really did not like about it. First of all, it's glitchy as fuck. It takes, and my frickin' system crashed twice on it. It's really lazy and badly programmed, and just, there's areas where you literally have to, like, start over to continue the mission because you did it wrong. Like, you can only hold, like, you can recruit, like, Darkspawn, I guess, things. You can have 4 in your party, but
Yeah.
you need a troll or something in your party, so you have to kill one of them to make room for the troll. But you can't kill them, because if you kill party members, their health regenerates way too fast. And I even put it on nightmare mode, so I was hoping, like, friendly fire would take more damage or something. And no. So
Technically, depending on the choices you make, aren't you the troll in your party? Like, oh, Alistair, you can be king, really? No. Troll face!
I'm talking about when you're the Darkspawn.
I will admit the Darkspawn one, I didn't play that. I didn't complete it, should I? I played the first little bit, and I'm like, this isn't as interesting as playing as my other character, fuck it, and just went with the main games.
Well, the thing is...
I own that, though, I shouldn't be download that.
The thing is, though, I really liked how you could just go around and, like, you have, like, the first area, you have a set number of, like, civilians or whatever, and I'm like, oh, look, there's Alistair's sister, and I killed her in, like, one hit, and I'm like, yeah, that's her being a bitch, and, like, and then, I go around killing, like, all these other people, and so many people are coming out of the chantry from, like, the safety, and I'm like, this is for being stupid, coming out of safety, tell your friends to come out, and then they did, like, 4 more nuns or whatever came out. Like, it was just fun.
You know what that scene needs? You know what that scene needs, Geeky Girl?
What's that?
Stanley cameo.
Then I felt bad for killing some of the characters. Like, the first one I think you have to kill is, like, Tegan or something. And I'm like, no! You were cool, and then you got ignored. And then, like, I didn't feel bad about killing, and you know what's, weird? I kinda didn't like this, but I can understand. Your Darkspawn, not the ones that are in your party, but the ones that are, I guess, like, you know, in the Horde, I guess, they will kill the main characters before you can get to them. Because I didn't get to kill Wynn. Not that I wanted to kill Wynn, but it says, warning, like, you have to kill the healer or something. So I never, by the time I got to her, I'm like, there's bones here. It says Wynn. I guess that was her. Okay. Yeah. I didn't even get a chance to kill her at all. The other, like, surrounding Darkspawn did it. And they did that a few times, which annoyed me. Cause, like, it's like, no, that's my kill. You don't just steal my kill, you assholes. Like, you know. And, like, I don't know, that was annoying. I felt really bad about killing Severin. And then I felt oh my god, I felt super bad about killing Alistair because you don't just kill him. Like, he looks around and sees that everybody else is dead. And then, like, this other Darkspawn, I think it's, like, one of the golden, you know, ones or something, like, the high up ones. It just, like, executes him, like, oh, snap. Like, he kind of died inside slightly before actually dying.
That's hilarious.
It's horrible. I felt so bad for him because he just sees he fails. He's like, oh, fuck. And he kind of accepts death. And he's like, oh. I felt so bad for him.
It's hilarious. He deserves it.
Terrible.
He deserves it.
Horrible person. Oh my god, I was like, no! The art team's a bitch. The art team's a lazy asshole. Didn't do anything, man. That was lame. I thought she was gonna at least help out or something, She didn't do anything. What a bitch.
See, when you said that geeky girl, I don't know if Rick would agree. Do you know what was going through my mind, Rick?
What?
Do you remember The Simpsons with Greybeard? When they did a Harry Potter parody, and Greybeard dies, and Homer's at Moe's screaming, "No! No man should outlive his fictional wizard. No man!"
But that's why I'm, like, addicted to Dragon Age, because it always can bring out the, like, emotions in me. Because, like, you should have seen his face. It was just, like, destroyed. That's it. Like, life ends. I'm just, like, he could have accepted it and died. Like, they captured real emotion on his face about, like, you know, he just left around dead companions. Fuck. You know, so I played that, and it was hard to sleep after that.
I would have slept like a baby.
I'm sure you would have.
Thinking, I wish Alistair's death had been Geeky Girls.
What the hell is wrong with you? And that's another instance where I didn't get to kill the other party members. They just kind of died off by the horde. I'm like, no, let me do it. God damn it. Like, yeah. I don't like to steal my kills. But anyway, you know. That's what I played.
Oh. Okay, that was all you played. Over to our bro gamer, Rick the Hammer.
Okay.
That said, that completely ironically, due to the fact now you're going to be mentioning Japanese games no one's heard of.
Yep. So,
Japanese Call of Duty.
Yakuza of Duty.
Call of Duty. Or Call of Duty.
Call of
Yeah. Call of Duty. No, let's not be too racist. Instead, Ghost, Call of Duty, Godzilla.
I'd put that.
So die.
Grand Theft Godzilla. You just walk around the city destroying stuff. I've actually played that. But anyway, of course I played some more Monster Hunter. Finally got to G rank. I know nobody here knows what that means, but my friend came over, so we smashed out the rest of our quests and got to G rank, which are the highest level monsters that they have. Wow. And but it was kind of disappointing because they just hit 2 or 3 times as hard. So they just hit really hard, but their health doesn't seem that higher. So they still die in 5 or 10 minutes. You just can't get hit. And we definitely suffered our fair share of bullshit. But then we remembered that rule 1 of Monster Hunter is that the game hates you. So it was okay. We accepted that the game was going to bullshit us sometimes. That's what it does. I
will say, I have heard of that. Mainly through the Crispy, but I have heard of that.
But next up then, I played some more Phoenix Wright on the 3DS. I finished the 2nd case and the 3rd case. And wow, that game's still pretty good. But during the middle of probably the 3rd case, I realized why I like the first one the best. And it's because of the other prosecutor. Not in the way that Stacy likes it. But I was thinking about it, and okay, in the first game, when you're against Edgeworth, it's all just a battle of words. He doesn't hit you or beat you or anything, and every other prosecutor after... Huh?
Or kidnap you and stuff you in a closet,
No, he doesn't do that either. But, every prosecutor after him, fucking hits Phoenix or the other person.
Engages in
Francisca, she whips you. Godot, throws coffee at your face. And...
Wait.
Yeah?
Which game has a girl that whips you? And is it still available to purchase?
The 2nd one, and yes.
Okay. I'll be going to Amazon.co.uk. I've sold you on this series.
But the new guy tries to cut your face all Japanese samurai style, and I was like, wait a minute. I was like, these guys are assholes. I'm okay with violence, but if I don't get to reciprocate, then it's just bullshit. Then it's just them being bullies. And I'm like, wait, why doesn't Phoenix get there and smack their shit around? He's in Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3. He doesn't have to take this shit.
Can I suggest a backstory for the woman with a whip?
She already has one, but go ahead.
Double Dragon, the woman with a whip. After she's beaten up, she spends time in like a battered woman's cell shelter, learns the errors of her ways slightly, but it's still dark, goes back to school, college, whatever, gets a law degree, and now she's a lawyer. Am I close?
For the learning
no.
ways.
No.
Well, if she like never like had an incident and never learned her ways, and she kind of learned how to whip in college, like or something, you know.
Now we know what Stacy's major is.
Oh.
I
But yeah,
blades.
I just realized that I thought that was bullshit that they can do that. And but it's still a good game. It is still fun. And definitely, although it has less instances, in at least for me, of where you know where you are, you know where you have to go, but you have to figure out which, exact piece of evidence on which exact statement you have to present to move forward. Because occasionally I would hit that problem where I'm like, okay, I understand where I need to go, but so you just sit there and try all the ones, and it's like, oh, because this random thing that's somewhat related to that piece of evidence, and you're just like, what? But there's a lot less of that. I did have one instance of it though.
Is the Wii game any good? Because I know my Wii U would probably play it.
It's the DS games, just on the Wii, so yes.
Nice, I'm gonna have to get that. Is the English translation good, or is it like that other game you mentioned?
No, it's actually really good. It does take some liberties, like his name isn't Phoenix, right? In the Japanese one, it's, I don't know, whatever. Marcus can tell you and probably yell it out.
Phoenix.
But yes, the translation's pretty good. Although, in this one I noticed 2 typos already, but but no, it's definitely not all our base art belong to us. It's not any of that. The translation's pretty good. I would recommend starting with the first one just because I still think that one's the best.
Is that the one on the Wii U? Because you said it's the DS games. Is it the first one, or is it how many of the ones are actually in it?
I thought it was the first 3 that were on.
Yeah, it is. It's the first one, and then it has because I know it ends with it has the whip girl in it, and then it ends with like what, clown people or something, or like I don't know, that tech girl.
Nice. Like I was just generally curious whether or not it was. We don't seem to have the Wii one.
It's also available on iDevices too, if you happen to have one of those.
But Edgy was the best because he didn't do any illegal stuff, and they also had a secret romantic relationship while fighting you. And sometimes Edgy's on the good side. He is like Balance of Light.
I don't know about that middle part, but definitely the other 2. Yeah, like I thought he was just the best one because like it was all. Well, besides the fact that he doesn't hit you or do anything illegal, and he's also like a good guy at heart, I like that when you beat him, like that meant something. Like he brought it up. He was still cocky, but you could tell, through the stuff that they, for his dialogue and other stuff, you could tell that he wanted to get his confidence back. Where like every other person, Francisca did it a little bit, but all the other ones, you like destroy their ass in court. And they, like the next time they show up, they're like, "Oh yeah, I'm still a cocky son of a bitch." And I'm like, "What? I destroyed you. Why are you still like think you're like King Turd of Shit Mountain? Because I beat the shit out of you." But like Edgeworth, it actually meant something when he lost, and you could, like the way they wrote it or whatever, you could tell that he knew that. It wasn't like, oh, it's just another another episode.
Yeah, well, you might laugh at this comparison, but okay, so the whole Phoenix like Edgy thing, I think it's like Sora to Riku. Yeah. Because I think it's like he's like Sora's like all derping about, but then Riku's also, right. But he's also more intelligent,
I found out why I couldn't find the Wii one.
Uh-huh.
It was a WiiWare title. I was looking for a disc-based game on Amazon. Nice. I may have to buy that.
Julia.
Yeah, the story of those is really good, I think. But yeah, that's what I played this week.
Nice. So now we'll go over to the discussion led by Geeky Girl.
Alright, so I got this idea from seeing that Target released the Xbox Ones early, and then people instantly made YouTube videos about it, and their console got banned until it was released. So I was thinking, how do people feel about consoles that get banned? Like, what if you have, like, a whole group family that plays something and one little asshole, like, does something illegal on it and it gets banned? Like, should it be a permanent ban? Like, can you, like, lock someone's account and they have to redo all their, like, you know, achievements over again or something or whatever? Like, maybe take away, like, that thing or, like, some other, like, not permanent banned, maybe, like, so you don't, like, screw the entire system and make it, like, useless and, like, underhanded to sell again. What do you guys think?
I would say taking away the achievements would be pointless.
No, I mean, like...
Because, I was going to say, because a lot of the people that do them are, like, the PC gamers, therefore they wouldn't care, because they're more like the hackers, modders.
No, I meant, like, you have to make a new account, so you have to get, like, your achievements, because all your personal records and anything, like, stored on that thing would have to be, like, that account was, like, banned or something.
Possibly.
I think banning the account's better than banning the console.
Yeah.
Personally, because, like, the account usually is what has the money on it, you know, like when you buy games or whatnot. And I know that with that recent fervor that I mentioned a couple weeks ago, that people were pretty pissed that they lost, because some lost their account, but some just the console. And a lot of people were kind of dickish, and they were like, I'm just going to offload it on GameStop. And then people are like, yeah, but what if somebody buys that one? Then it's locked because you're a dick.
Yep. Personally speaking, I would. I agree with locking the console depending on the crime.
Oh, yeah.
Like, for example, if it's a mod or a hack or something like that that's designed to pirate the games, they're not downloading anything from the store. They have nothing to lose from losing their account. They'll just get another account as you do the same thing again. Yeah. Ban the console.
As long as there's a way to check for that when you... like, if they sell it to GameStop or whatever.
Yeah,
what they should do with that is GameStop should have some sort of service in their thing where if you take if you sell them a console, they essentially wipe the hard drive and wipe absolutely everything on it, which then unblocks it so they can resell it.
Wouldn't they have to unmod it though if it was modded? Wouldn't they have to somehow?
Yeah, send it into Sony.
Send the Xbox into Sony.
Okay, send the Xbox to Microsoft.
No, I think it'd be funny to send the Xbox to Sony.
You know what they should do with those consoles when they're bricked?
What?
Sell them to that dude that melts consoles.
And they
yeah,
have
really.
Yes.
That's the consoles he should melt. I'm sorry. The ones that are useless have no problem melting.
That should be their punishment. If you hack something, what you do is they take away your console and you have to watch it become melted. You might have it on my face.
No, that punishment should be it should put a thing on your console that makes it so you can't play any games that aren't based on movies.
That'd be amazing.
Oh man. I just see people arguing, Batman Arkham Origins is kind of based on a movie, and the console's like, error.
But nope, it's not. But don't worry, you can play Iron Man.
Iron Man 2, not 2-player.
Yeah, but no, like I said, personally, I don't see a problem. I can see why they ban it. I understand them banning it. And personally, if like you're a parent and you've bought your kid a console and he's done this, don't buy him anything else and give him the back of your hand. Basically, I mentioned to Stacey before, and I was in the conversation with Simon, and like Simon said, yeah, that's more of an English way of thinking. If a kid does that, take him out back into the sheds and just whip his ass with the fucking belt. You take the fucking belt to him. But that might be a little bit old school because of my age and my location and stuff. Some people may disagree on that.
Let's ask Richter, what if you got your new, like, just say you got the Xbox One and then your child did something terrible to, like, block, or have it blocked. You can't use it anymore, or online or whatever. What would you do?
I'm pretty sure Mole just described that.
I'm pretty
I'd take him into my garage and whoop his ass.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure Richter's kid hasn't hit puberty or anything like that yet because he's still, like, really, like, a toddler, early pre-teen age, which means I can pretty much imagine Richter being like, wait, You managed to solder this mod inside the console on your own, screw it back together, mod it, download all these illegal games. Okay, fine. You may have damaged my console, but damn it, son, you're gifted.
Now make robots.
Now, kid, can you say the sentence, have you tried unplugging it and plugging it back in and you can work for Microsoft?
But, like, I don't know, I have Microsoft. When I, like, originally bought my friggin' Xbox, like, that's what the lady said, like, when I had problems with it, she's like, well, you know, it could be a banned console, and we don't know. And I'm like, how do you not know? You're Xbox. How do you not know? Like, and then I was like, and she was telling me, like, all this crap, but I'm like, well, someone could have sold you a banned console. I'm like, that sounds like it should be illegal. And she's like, no, it's perfectly legal. There's nothing illegal about it. I'm like, what's wrong with you? I'm like, I'm sorry, are you blonde? I really said this. Are you blonde because your brain is broken? I'm sorry for this, but can you hook me up to your supervisor or something? I want to risk talking to another person equally unintelligent as you.
Can I interrupt for some breaking news?
Uh-huh.
Capcom's iconic Mega Man X is making his way into Dead Rising 3. Beat the game once and you'll unlock the costume for subsequent playthroughs. Beat the game on Nightmare Mode and you'll actually be able to mow through zombies with the famed Mega Buster.
I'm going to pretend I understood what you said, so yeah, awesome, super cool.
I mentioned that for Richter.
Okay.
Yep, I'm pre-ordering right now.
I know Richter likes Dead Rising and Richter likes Mega Man.
Mega X is the shit. I love that game.
That was the link below for you. But yeah, the modded consoles and stuff like that, like I said, yeah, I'm sorry, they shouldn't be able to do that. If I was a parent and my kid did that, I would not buy him any consoles. I would not let him use the internet for anything anymore. They'd basically be fucking Amish as far as I was concerned.
Like, my best friend's dad really got arrested for doing illegal stuff with the computer, so, like, I think I would, like, if my kid ever did that, I'd be like, you know what? You get to have ball in a cup. That's it, you get to play with.
Well, for this recent one was because they hooked up the Xbox Ones up, right? Or they had the YouTube videos, right, with the unboxings and stuff.
Yeah, and the YouTube gave them, like, I think, like, a bunch of strikes for, like, posting it, and because of copyright or something. But it's not really copyright, because they weren't using any copyrighted images or anything, but that's the only way they could penalize them.
Because for me, I think that the Microsoft, at least in this instance, that they were a bit harsh, and YouTube, of course, they just suck ass. But to me, if I was shipped one early, I wouldn't be like, hey, look, everyone, whoa, I wouldn't be like an asshole about it. I'd just fucking quietly play it in a corner or something. Like, I don't know, some people are crazy and they're like, I need 30,000 views on my video.
You could do an unboxing.
I wouldn't, though.
I could understand an unboxing.
I wouldn't really, well, because you know that they're going to be crazy about it, so I would try not to call attention to it.
Yeah, you could record the unboxing and then release it later.
Yeah, that'd be the smart thing to do. Like the second it's available at midnight, pow, put it up. What are they gonna do?
Yeah, have all your shit ready and just release the whole stream before everyone else at once when it's ready. I understand.
Like, some games I've reviewed, it has like an embargo. I have it all written up, and the second the embargo goes up, pow, post. You know, like just.
Yeah, I would say there's two things with this I don't understand though.
Mm-hmm.
One, I understand. The one I do understand. I understand Microsoft being a little strict as maybe limiting on what the console can do till launch because they don't want people to get a jump start on the game before other people because it's unfair. Fair enough. That part I understand, I mean.
Yeah.
However, the unboxing videos getting flagged for it, I don't understand because IGN and I think Eurogamer and a load of other gaming sites have all got their own unboxing videos of PS4 and Xbox One out. And Xbox has supported them, so why are they shitting on the little person?
Well, a lot of them weren't unboxing, they were just showing the interface and stuff, so I think that's why they're pissed.
No, the interface. Yeah, but there's videos up on IGN of the Xbox interface and shit right now.
Well, see, they wanted to further penalize the people, so that's the only thing they could do. Give them a shot. Getting
It's weird.
a isn't enough.
I don't know if this is it, but I could think that maybe because the people, like with IGN or whatever does it, they have to agree to some kind of, like a non-disclosure NDA. That's one of the. They probably have to agree to some terms or whatever, where just a person doing it probably didn't. I don't know if that's the reason. I'm not saying I agree with it. I'm just saying that could be a reason. But
Yep.
I still think they were a bit overboard with it.
I will say Sony are idiots. In a similar regard.
Uh-huh.
Tell me you saw the news. I'm surprised. I thought you would have took it.
Which one?
The news of Sony's the term of service upgrade that said you don't buy games, you buy the discs, you purchase licenses for the games, which means you're loaning the games or software, which means at any time Sony can turn them off and ban you from using the games.
That is bullshit, but that's also been in EA EULA's like years. Which
yeah,
is
it's been in
bullshit.
Steams and stuff as well.
Yeah.
But it's been like when it came out, people were like, "Wait, what? You said we could use used games?" Because it says you're not allowed to sell the game unless you got permission from the developer and them themselves. Sony then had to come out straight away and say, "No, you can sell used games. What we're saying about this is we don't want you to copy the game." And sell it. Which, like people said, you should have worded it better, especially considering you of all people should know what happens when a console has bad reputation for, I don't know, not allowing used games. Doesn't it help the other console? Isn't that pretty much why the PS4 is outselling Xbox One right now? Just because they took advantage of that backlash, even though Xbox One's fixed it.
I think they actually worded it properly. They're just trying to make it look better until people forget. Because they wanted it to say that, but when they're just like, oh no, it meant don't copy it. It's like, you should have worded it better. They're like, oh yeah, our bad, now forget about it, so we can just leave it.
Yeah. We didn't mean give us your firstborn, we meant download a trophy.
I can download a trophy? I don't have to do anything now? It's like a regular trophy.
Yeah, trophies in our DLC.
I'd be okay with that.
Although, yeah, to speak, well, we were going on a little. I was about to go a little off topic. Then I'm going to stop. I'll discuss that after we record. But because I was going to mention something else I've seen recently, which is kind of cool. But yeah, the ban stuff. Like I said, depending on the crime. I mean, if you get banned and you can prove you're innocent, that I don't agree with. But people have done some illegal activities and shit, they should have their shit taken off them. It's illegal. It's in the name.
I haven't seen I haven't seen anybody with, like, banned, like, Nintendo stuff. I'm sure it happens, but, like, what do they do with that? Like,
Nintendo's bricked Wii's and stuff before now.
Have I?
Because the Wii was being modded at one point, and Nintendo released through their firmware update something that meant if you had that mod, it bricked your console.
I think that happened to my cousin Matt, because he had an external hard drive to his Wii, and he had, like, Microsoft games and, like, PlayStation 3 games or whatever on it, and he, like, modded the shit out of his Wii, so.
I'll admit, I modded my Wii with SD cards, but I did not download any games or do anything too illegal. All I did when I unlocked it so it could play any game, I imported games that were not available in Europe. Because I wanted Ghostbusters, which at the time Atari had the license, and Atari gave it to Sony, and Sony were going to publish it in Europe, whereas Atari were publishing it in America, which means in Europe, the Xbox and the DS and the Wii versions were deliberately delayed so the Sony ones came out first. Makes sense, they're the publisher. I'd do the same thing, make it an exclusive on your system. However, I wanted to play it on Wii. I didn't want to play the ultra-realistic one on PS3, which I've played and completely didn't like. I didn't like that. But I wanted to play the cartoony couch co-op one where I could sit down with a friend, and first thing like me and the Crispy did was, okay, yeah, we're playing co-op, right? Yeah. Okay, let's cross the streams. That's the first thing we did. Like you wouldn't, Rick.
I would. And then try to trap them.
I was disappointed when you crossed the streams on it, though. It didn't end at all life as we know it. What happened is it charged up. It charged up, went boom, and knocked you fucking backwards. It was awesome.
Nice.
But I did it just to import games that weren't available here.
Yeah.
In my opinion, that's not too, that one's not bad, because I'm not doing anything too illegal. I'm just wanting to play games that you're not releasing where I am.
Yeah, well, that's where I agree with modding, is to play stuff that isn't available in your country.
Yeah, I can agree with that. To do stuff that's, quote, to do stuff like, let's say, instead of buying that Ghostbusters game from Amazon, and I had it imported, or eBay, one of the two, can't remember, it's been a while. I got that imported here, I played it, loved it and stuff like that. I didn't, but if I bought it illegally, or down, you know what I mean, like a copied version, then yeah, I completely disagree with that.
Yeah.
But I'm still supporting the developers. In fact, the developers are making more money off me because I can buy more games.
Ooh.
Yep. Yeah, I'll agree with your point that if they mod the console, I could see it being banned.
Yeah,
Like the console.
my cousin always mods like everything, and I always tell him he's gonna get some shit like messed up. Like he literally had like I don't know, like a 500 gig, like an external hard drive, and he put everything on it. Like I'm like, what are you playing? I'm playing Call of Duty. Yeah, that's a way. Yeah, it is. I'm like, why would you want to play Call of Duty?
3 came out of Wii.
And it was just like, gonna get you, and he got his gut wrecked.
Yeah.
But I knew his.
But like for, oh sorry.
I was just gonna say I knew he was gonna happen because he did so much. He opened it up and put all this shit in there, and
Wow. But I think that for the people that got it early, banning their consoles a bit much because it's only half their fault. I mean, Target had to send it to them, so if they do something to punish Target, then okay, but they probably won't do that much.
Yeah, I didn't hear anything about them being punished with Target. I tried to look something up, and they didn't like hold Target accountable at all. But like, hello,
Wow.
like, you know. Yeah, I was like, hello, like you got it early, you know.
Please tell me the ban's being lifted though when the console goes live.
Oh yeah, it is, and it's being banned when it's lifted. You know, when it, you know.
Can they still play on it though?
They can play it and they can use the interface and stuff, but if they try to connect to the internet, it won't work.
Yeah, I can understand that.
Well, maybe I remember it incorrectly, but wouldn't an X1, doesn't it have to connect the first time before it really does much of anything? So,
yes.
It does.
So even if they had a game, I don't think they could actually play.
They couldn't play it because as soon as he turned it on, he tried to play something or something, and it says your console is banned, and you can't connect to a network, so you can't do anything. So I see this kid, and this was a kid who I don't know if he did this purposely, but he was a kid with crutches. He was a crippled kid. A crippled kid tried to play his freaking Xbox One that he got early, and who knows, maybe he's like dying of cancer or something, and now he can't play, and he's gonna run out of time before it opens. He's gonna die like the day before, you know, like
What was he trying to play? Because I didn't think any actual games for it were out yet.
The Playroom edition, like, you know, like all the stuff that comes with it.
Isn't the Playroom PS4?
Oh wait, that's right. I don't know then.
It was like PS4 has games out now, but I didn't think the Xbox One did.
Oh, I don't know. Maybe there was like some stupid shit on there. I don't know.
Does the Xbox One have Assassin's Creed?
But I don't think that's released yet, is it? Like the actual Xbox One version?
I wasn't sure because I know the PS3 one comes out like a week before, or 2 weeks before the system, so I assumed the Xbox One would too, so you'd have it.
Well, as soon as he clicked Games Library, it just said console like blocked or something, so he couldn't even see a game.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
Fair enough.
Yeah. But you can see, like, because the screen went black, and you can see the reflection, and then you saw it, like, crutches right next to the couch, and I'm like, oh, Tiny Tim can't get his games. Made me feel bad, man. I think I just said, like, the most ironic thing, like, Xbox One will be able to play it 5, 4, 3, 2, die.
I hate to sound dickish, but no sympathy. Because like I said, it's the online bit. That should be locked until the console goes live.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, you want to do any final thoughts?
We pretty much covered all my thoughts.
Okay.
I'll let you guys go.
Anything to add, Victor? Are you good?
Yeah, I'm pretty good. I should have said all my stuff, so I'm good.
Okay. So, those are our thoughts on the Xbox not the Xbox One primarily, because that was the one that had banned consoles. It's mostly banned consoles in general.
Yep. And join us next week on XGR.
After the moon.
XGR, it's on the YouTubes.